The Delta 18900L drill press is a very well-built, well-engineered, well-designed drill press. The belt drive system uses 2 belts and 3 pulleys to select one of 16 different speeds that range from 170 RPM up to 3000 RPM. And it's rather unique. The belt tensioning mechanism, instead of moving the motor mount in and out in order to control the belt tension, it uses this lever. You just move the lever and it swings this little roller pin out away from the belt and slackens it. You make your belt changes, release the lever, and it's all automatically tensioned again. You have to worry about getting the right tension. It's automatic. Another nice little feature is if you forget to put the roller pin back in, the top won't close. It hits the arm. So there's no way you're going to forget to release your belt tension. The power switch is a nice large paddle. Very easy to use. It's located in a good position on the front of the machine. And I also like the fact that it's not some little rocker switch or a push button that's hard to find, so that if you're running the machine and you have an emergency, it's very easy to just reach up and slap it. The controls for the laser and the work light are just simple push buttons located behind a protective rubber plate. The large LED work light is located on a nice flexible stalk. It holds pretty much just about any position you put it in to get the proper light that you need. And since it's an LED, it's nice and bright without all the heat that a regular halogen lamp would generate. The dual laser crosshair system is very bright, very crisp, and also very, very accurate. The Quill feed has sturdy, heavy-duty arms and large, comfortable handles to give you good control. And you can also feed the entire 6-inch travel in just one turn. The Quill feed has an adjustable scale so that you can set 0 wherever you want. This lets you touch down on the material, reset the scale to 0, and now you can very precisely drill holes of a particular depth without having to do all that subtraction in your head. One of my very favorite features on the 18900L is the Quill stop system. Both stops use split nuts so that you can very quickly move the stop up and down by pushing in this button. You push it in, it disengages the split nut, and it slides, and then when you release it, it locks back onto the threads. So you can very quickly move it to where you want, and then by turning it, you can very finely tune your stop. That's a little bit too deep. Turn it a little bit, and you can get it right where you want it. Now the other stop works the same way. So you can hold the quill in a particular position and then micro adjust afterwards. And if you really need it, you can use both nuts together, give it a little turn, and now you've got the quill solidly locked in place. The arm is very heavy duty, very solidly attached. When you hit the stop, it doesn't flex, there's no movement. This is the best quill stop and lock system I've ever worked with. The table is made of cast iron and ground very flat. It has 2 T-slots milled into it, as well as 2 through slots that you can use to attach things like clamps, hold downs, and fences. The table has a very large center through hole that you can fill with a sacrificial block. 3/4 inch material. This one is MDF. This is what came with the drill press. And there are 4 leveling screws in the corners here in order to get your block perfectly flush with the surface. The table will tilt almost 50 degrees forward, and it'll also tilt left and right a full 360 degrees. To tilt the table forward, Just reach under, loosen the two trunnion knobs, tilt, and tighten them back down. Tilting the table left and right is considerably more complex. First, remove the index pin that locks the table at 0. Then use the wrench to loosen the pivot bolt, tilt the table to your angle, and then tighten the pivot bolt back down. To return the table to 0, again, loosen the pivot bolt, then put the index pin in and just slide it around until it pops into place. And don't forget to retighten the pivot bolt. Now you can tilt the table sideways and forward at the same time so that you can drill just any crazy angle that you need to. The table can also be swung completely out of the way if you need to, and I'm going to do that right now to show you the crank. It's very heavy duty, nice chrome handle, it's really nice, very easy to use. Delta has chosen the perfect gear ratio. It's the perfect compromise between speed and ease of lifting and lowering the table. The lock is just a simple clamping mechanism. You just tighten it down and it locks it in place. So there you have it. The Delta 18900L is an excellent drill press. I've been very impressed with the quality of the components, the fit and finish, and the thought that's gone into the overall design of the machine. While you can get a less expensive drill press, in my experience they just don't measure up to this level of quality and sophistication. So the Delta 18900L represents good value even at its regular price. The fact that I got it for 15% off at a Woodcraft sale makes me even happier. So if you're in the market for a new drill press, I strongly recommend you take a look at this excellent machine.